Hi, this is my second video. Hopefully you guys have already checked out my first one, so you already know a little background history about what my goals are. So today I want to tell you guys about me going to a yoga class for the first time this morning. And I'd looked it up a couple weeks ago actually, and had found we have a yoga center here in Huntsville here, and little did I know that even existed. And I'd always been scared to try yoga because I thought that I couldn't do it. I tried a video a few months ago and it didn't work out very well at all. And, but I thought that, especially since I do have a stressful job and it's really good. I mean, it's good for you anyway, health wise, and really helps your posture, which I apparently have terrible posture. Um, Especially along my journey of getting healthy and trying new things, I thought that this would be a good thing to try. So the class specifically is gentle yoga, which you're not having to do those crazy poses that I never in my life, maybe eventually, I won't say never in my life, never thought I could at least do or attempt. And I really enjoyed the class. It was a really good, I guess, kind of an entry level of, we focused mainly, there's a lot of course, like a stretching, a couple poses or things that we did, and it was just very relaxing. So I think it's going to be really good for me. I'm going to continue to go. I think I'm going to start out with, a couple times out of the month. Trying not to spend as much money. So, I mean, we're all, trying to save for various reasons. So, but yeah, I really am glad that I went. It was way out of my comfort zone. I just walked into this little studio and something I barely knew much about. And they were all super friendly. The instructor was awesome. She helped me, get through the poses. And after the class, a couple of the people came up and introduced themselves to me, and which was really awesome. Made me really feel, I didn't feel so out of place. And so, if there is something out there that you guys are thinking about doing, maybe you've done some research, but you're like, oh, it's really out of my comfort zone. I wouldn't be any good at it, but I'm interested in it. Do it. Just go out there and do it, because you will feel amazing afterwards, even if it's not something you were great at. Who is great at something that they try the first time? It's worth getting your fingers, your toes wet, so to speak, and trying it out, because you never know until you try. And that's the biggest thing that I've had to learn over the past few years. So that's exciting news. And I also have been on a mission, because I mentioned that I'm walking up to an hour each day. So I've been on a mission to try and find a good water bottle and with like a little carrier bag. So if you guys know of any good websites or something to go to, I think I found one that I like, so I may order it, but on Amazon. But yes, so I've been on a mission. I think I'd mentioned that I do walking trails, and I was walking the other day, and the reason why, because I don't think I touched on this last video, the reason why I love going to that walking trail, because there's been some times where I've been kind of burned out from the walking trail, since I do it a pretty good bit. Obviously, I'm seeing the same scenery over and over, even if it is pretty. But one of the best things about, doing this trail, and especially doing it often, is you tend to end up running into a few of the same people, depending on your time frames you go. And not even just that, aside from that, a lot of the times it's, you're passing these people who are in the same boat that you're in, who are running or walking, and they look like they're dying, and you just kind of look at each other and you're like, I know how you feel. And it's just your own community, your own walking club. You're just there to just smile, and to me, it's one of the best feelings to know that you have this group of people that are doing the same thing you are. You're all enjoying this awesome walk along this walking trail, bettering yourselves. Not only that, you have this mindset that you're trying to better yourself. And they're all out there doing it with you, even if they're not actually by your side, you know, it's really an awesome feeling. It's just an awesome feeling as a community to all be doing something great for yourselves. So I also am in the process of trying to find a stopwatch, just like a really small handheld basic one, because I have been working on doing intervals or small intervals of jogging, or trying to work up to jogging. And I can usually make it to 30 seconds. The other day I actually did it for a little bit longer. I didn't fully count, but it felt long. And it was just, I don't know, it was an awesome feeling. I used to hate any form of running, jogging. I just despised it. And as I've been walking and seeing other people run, it really has inspired me that I want to be able to jog at least for, you know, a good few minutes before having to stop. So I want to get a stopper, a time watch, whatever, and start timing myself and working myself up, you know, to be able to jog a little bit more at each time. So, also, there is another goal that I have, a couple other things. I work a late shift throughout the week, so I don't get home, you know, until like 10:30, 10:45. I've recently, because I've been walking, have been trying to get up at a decent time, so I need some encouragement to start going to bed at a decent hour at like 12:30, so I can start getting up at, like, really getting up and getting my walks and stuff done by like 9:30. Like getting up, I mean, at 9 or 9:30. Because I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but I feel like it's going to help me get more accomplished during the day. And if I'm running, you know, if I end up getting late, if I don't end up getting, you know, up until like 10:30 and not getting to the trail until like 11, I feel like I can't walk as long. So I want to make sure that I get up and have plenty of time to go walking. And I at first was really good about, oh, I'm getting up at 9, you know, and I'd usually make it out of bed by 9:30. But I've gotten, like, unless I'm meeting a friend to go walking, I've gotten really bad about getting up, you know, later and later. So I need some encouragement to put my butt in gear to actually get up on my own. Well, I mean, not without having to, you know, meet a friend, but to get up on my own, like, at a decent time. It's just a personal goal that I'd like to keep, because it's really easy for me to get, you know, since I get home late anyway, to end up getting caught up, you know, doing chores or watching TV or something, and staying up way past bedtime. So if you guys have any encouraging words, or, I don't know, anything that would be helpful, that would be awesome. I appreciate it. And the last thing I'd like to talk about is that I am going to, I mentioned that I really want to get into a career with my drafting, with my residential home design. And while I do sketches throughout the week, and I'd actually come up with a new one this week, but I have to, like, put it into a computer program, you know, to eventually get it up to par and get it completely designed out and then printed for a portfolio. So I have decided to start dedicating at least 5 to 6 hours a week to do that, to set that time aside. Because, you know, I usually, on the weekends especially, I'm just like, oh, you know, I'll do it, I'll get to it, and then I end up, you know, crafting or finding something else that I equally enjoy doing, and before you know it, the weekend's gone. And so I'm just trying to start incorporating it throughout the week, this also ties into getting up earlier. I'd have more time to do that, to really dedicate to do that. So I'm going to do that as well, because I want to get that portfolio completed. I'm ready for this next step in my life, to really be in a career that I really enjoy and love to do. So, well, guys, I believe that is all for now. I will keep you updated as the days go by. I'd originally thought about doing once a week, but I don't want to set myself to just a limit of, hey, I'm just going to do it once a week, you know. That's all I can do. I'm just going to save up. I'll maybe throw you guys a bonus one every now and then, so you get more of me throughout the week. I thought you'd like that. So I appreciate, if you've gotten to this point, taking the time to listen and watch my video, and I hope that you guys are all having a fantastic weekend.